Guys, I realize I'm really close to you guys, so I apologize for that. We're sitting in the Tesla right now and continuing the series of what's going on with my Tesla. So I have a Tesla 2020 Model X. I'm very excited for it. I'm super techie. And although this is a photography channel, this is all kind of photography related to some point, right? Small business owner, making things happen. We are gonna go over the touchscreen of the Tesla from beginning to end. I love this because I do this with every single camera that I get, and I show you guys the settings of what I do and why I do it. So I'm gonna try to run through this as fast as I can, showing you the touchscreen only of how I have everything set up, why I have it set up like that, and how it's working for me as I'm kind of testing and playing. I haven't found any videos on there that go through the full thing. It's basically just how it works, and I wanna show you guys, actually, if you were to get this, what the settings would be for that. So let's do that right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Guys, if you're new, please consider subscribing. Video helps you anyway, give a thumbs up and then click that bell for notifications. We're just gonna get right into it, so let's go. Okay guys, I am back. So the touchscreen is pretty awesome and it's pretty amazing. So far this Tesla has been very, very techy and I love it, and I'm learning a lot from it. And I kind of want to go through my setup and how I have everything rocking for you guys. We'll get into supplemental stuff later on as well. As far as like Sentry mode and all that stuff, but we'll try to keep it simple. I want to just go through it as much as I can. So the screen's pretty simple. You guys can find everything on the screen pretty easily. So we have our lock, our charging. Hold on. Time out. Let's go again. Okay, so we have everything kind of set up right here. So basically we have our unlocking. When you push this button, it'll lock or unlock your car all at once. So if you're sitting in it and you notice this unlock like I am right now, the car's on, I can actually lock it. It will auto lock for you as you go. Charging buttons right here. This shows you the charge that you have. So right now I have a 285 mile charge on it. You can set it down here to your limits for daily and trip. And what that means is daily you kind of want to leave. You never want to have the battery fully full. Doing that will kill the battery more. But if you're going on a trip, you can actually fill it up as long as you use that battery right away. So if you're going from here to California, here to wherever, you're just going to modify that to get what you need. But on your daily, it's right here. I would say on daily for me is about 317 miles for a full charge right there. And so far it's been pretty well. You can open and close your charge port from here, but your Tesla charger will automatically do that for you. And then right now, the current charge is 12 amps. You can actually modify it to what your system is. So if you're out of location and your location is allowing for more than that, you can adjust it. Or if you never want to go over 30 amps, you can actually adjust it as well. You can schedule your departure on when you want to leave, and then it'll kind of estimate how much you need to get to the next spot, which is kind of cool on the navigation side. I have my garage set up here as well. This is set up for my home garage. You can set up to 3 different garages, and as long as you have the remote or a smart garage, it'll actually work pretty easily for it. So we just had a remote, and we have a newer garage. So we just had to sync everything. I walked you through it, super easy process, works great. The cool thing with the garage is that it will actually open my garage when I get a certain amount of feet, right? So if I go into my settings here and I go to home garage, when I get within 70 feet of my garage, it'll open for me. So as I'm coming, it'll make a little bing, and then all of a sudden it'll open up for me. You can auto fold your mirrors if you need to. So say you live in a place that's tighter space, you can actually auto fold it as well. I do not have that. And you can auto close when leaving. If you live at home, you don't have kids, I think this is a great option. I have kids, so sometimes when I'm leaving, they're in the garage, or they're, my son who's 2 will run out and try to say bye to me. And I don't want to auto close him in the garage. So I have that off, but I think that's a really good thing. So basically you never have to touch that garage thing again. You get close, and then when you leave, you don't have to worry about it. We also have a couple apps that allow us to do that, like Vivint as well. This next spot up here is your profile settings for everything. So right now we have Jeramie, which is me, easy entry, which I've modified. so that my steering wheel goes forward, my seat goes back and goes lower, and I can actually get out without having to worry about it. I wish I would just stay up. My wife has her set up, and I actually have a laptop set up as well. The laptop setup is pretty cool. So when I'm charging, I actually have this really cool little laptop mount that I'll do an accessories video on, and it'll actually go on my steering wheel. And then when it goes on my steering wheel, I can actually put my laptop up. But what I had it set up to is my steering wheel goes all the way forward, my chair goes all the way back, and I get to relax and get into a proper ergonomic mode. And so normally in my Tundra before, I would have to set that up, but now I can just hit that. I think you can do like 6 or 7 profiles, I can't remember. And valet mode is something that's built in, which is really nice to have. It basically, when you hit it, it allows the car to work as a normal car, but it doesn't show any of the personal information on your screen, so people can't go through and find out your home address and all that fun stuff. So valet mode is really, really good. I don't valet that much, but whatever. So as we go through the top here, when you hit that button once, it will go into what you're at right now. I'm only at 303 miles. My VIN number, my current version right now, I have it set to Wi-Fi at night. It's LTE during the day, and it allows auto updates. My car, what it looks like, soon this will change. I like this. So it actually shows the car that I have, but I'm actually getting new wheels here, so it's always going to show that. If you got the new wheels at the beginning, it would show that, which is cool. So I actually love this because I'm selling my Tundra. I had to keep looking for my stupid VIN, and it was on the front of the car, and I couldn't read it. This is ready to go. Tech is there, and it's amazing. As we go here, this is a dash cam. It looks like a little camera. This is our dash cam. You can actually save footage. So as you're driving, if something happens in front of you, behind you, to the side of you, anywhere, so you have cameras all over all 4 sides of your car, right? There's, I think, 6 or 8 cameras. I can't remember the actual number because I can't find 2, so I think there's 6. But as I'm driving, I can go save footage. So right now, everything that just happened in the last 10 minutes will save, and in order for me to view it, I have to put my car in park. I can go into launch viewer, and this is apparently a new update, which I didn't know about. But it's new. It's the only thing I know. So this is my camera right here that shows the front, rear, left, and right. So the front is actually the screen. If I click this, this will be behind me, to the right of me, to the left of me. And it's always going, all 4. I've always had a dash cam, and this is like built in. So this is kind of like the nerdiest wet dream ever I have. So this is me getting set up today. So we can actually go to dash cam, and it'll show the dash cam that I've saved, right? So I saved this at 11:08, it's 11:09 right now. So I saved this for you guys, and now I don't have to worry about it. So I can't view it unless I'm in park. So you park, you view it, obviously. But now you have it saved, and I actually have it saved on a 1 terabyte SanDisk, which is down here, which I will show you guys later on as well when I do a full tour of this whole thing. And that allows me to save everything. 1 terabyte SSD drive, and I'll get into that more on a future video. This will lead us into Sentry. So if you can see up top right there, there's a little red dot with this thing. This is Sentry mode. I have it on, I have it off. So right now it's on. And it's Sentry mode it works when everything is off. So when you leave your car, it starts recording. It's an alarm system built in. You actually have an alarm system built in. It'll flash its lights. If somebody breaks a window, it'll blare the music at full blast. It'll just get really loud and annoying so people will see it. The cool thing with this, guys, is that you'll come into the car, and on my Tesla X, on the left side on my dash over here, it'll actually show me some information on, hey, Sentry mode was activated, something happened, meaning somebody got within a foot of my car on all sides of my car. Somebody got in a foot, somebody tapped on my glass or something. As long as something comes on a foot, and I'll do a video on Sentry mode, this thing will pop up and say, hey, recording in process, get the frick away from the car. So if I go into here, I can actually click on the 3 lines right here, and this was Sentry mode. So I have all, Sentry, and dash cam. I can go into Sentry mode and like, hey, if I have a notification, and now this is brand new, right? So as of like a month ago, basically what you'd have to do is take your hard drive, you'd have to go inside your computer, load it, and watch the footage. Now they actually built it so you can actually watch it right here, decide if it's anything desirable, and go from there. So I'm clicking this, I'm watching my video. I found out this little red dot is the actual thing that's happening. So I'm gonna move it to the red dot, and we're gonna see what actually caused this to go off. And it might just be a cool Asian guy. Boom. So I was right there, and that caused Sentry mode because it wasn't on. The rear is actually right there as well. The camera moved to me. Camera's moving to me as well. It actually shows me. because I was that close to my car, which is nice. A lot of people have their Sentry mode turned off at home. I have a 1 terabyte SSD card. I'm going to turn it at home. From here, I can decide if I want to keep it or not, so I'm just going to delete it. So that's that. I'll do a whole detailed video on there. Up here is your Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi set to my Wi-Fi, which is called Not Yo Wi-Fi. This allows for at night to update faster based off your Wi-Fi. I'm a little bit away from the house right now, so the Wi-Fi looks like crap. My Bluetooth is set up right now, so we have my phone and Lindsay Lou's iPhone, which is my wife. You can set it up, you can sync your messages, chime on new message. For some reason, mine doesn't work on the sync message or chime message every time I try it, and I just gave up. Your time, passenger airbag off, obviously nobody's on there. So we've been looking at this giant screen right here, guys. This is the navigation. This screen is freaking amazing. So you can navigate to wherever you want. You can type it in. You can actually, there's a little button on your steering wheel. You can push a button to exchange. This is where I went today, where my client No Call No showed me. But I can set my home and work. I can have my favorites. I can hit hungry, and I can hit lucky. Lucky is cool because if you're like, hey, I don't know where to go, it'll actually just pick a location for you. So they're like, hey, go to Animal Ark right now. So it's kind of that gamble. If you have nowhere you want to go, it's kind of cool to be built in right there. Set work, all this stuff, and it's actually pretty simple. You can type in it's like Apple and Google. You can type in the business name or the address. It'll find it for you. And let's bring it to the center here. So this button will bring it to the center. This button will also bring it so that north is always facing up. If you like that, I always like it on me facing up, and then it modifies to where I go. If I click on this again, it shows me a map of the area. You can pinch and zoom just like normal, just like your iPhone. Shows where my house is. So we're sitting here on the street. That's my house. Click that again. It'll put us into Google mode. It uses Google Maps. This will show me all of the speed of going on right now. So what is congested, what's not congested, construction right now. I know this is construction. I know this is construction. So I think that's what it is. I was trying to figure it out. But that's kind of neat. So it shows you places to stay away from if you need that option. And then the last one will show us all the charging stations. Now in the charging stations, this is pretty cool. So it shows us different levels. 3 is like the fastest, medium, like slowest, right? So basically, as I click on this, if you have free Tesla miles, which I do, which you guys can find the link in my description to this video, you guys will have a code. If you use that code and buy a new Tesla, it'll get you 1,000 free miles. So it'll get you 1,000 free minutes to charge. And so far, that's been amazing. It's been helping while I wait for my electrician to come here and actually install it for me. So being that said, these are all the supercharging stations around me. Again, I'm right here. I'm gonna zoom it out. So the nearest one to me is actually downtown Reno, about 6 miles away. So 6.1, 6.1. If I'm like, no, that's too far, can you show me other stuff? Oh God, let's get rid of that. These are medium, which are still theoretically, I think, superchargers, but some kind of have right here 50 kilowatts. Superchargers are like 72 and more. And then if I'm like, no, that's still too far, show me just what's here. So I have resident in Marriott's at 16 kilowatts. You can research kilowatts on how much that means, but that's about 25 to 30 miles per hour of charging. That's how they gauge everything. And all these little dots right here show me how many is being used within that area. I believe. No, I think it shows me the power. No, how many is being used? I think that's what it is. Either or. One of those things. So that's that. That's this button right here. So that's the main screen again. Pinch, zoom, whatever. I'm going to get out of this. And so now I have it kind of set to always show me. I like always showing the superchargers because my time is valuable and that's really what I care about. Right? So let's go to us again. Cool. So that's kind of this screen. If I missed anything on there, let me know. Hopefully we're halfway done. I know this video takes long, but these videos always kind of do that. So we're gonna go to the bottom. This little button right here. Oh, I found out that if I click this 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it always goes to, I wanna say the games, the last thing that I did in the arcade or whatever. I couldn't figure out what it was because I wasn't in that screen lately. If I hit this little car down here, it comes into a screen called Quick Controls. Ooh, it's getting hot. A screen called Quick Controls. And this allows me to mess with the quick controls if I need to, right? So my car is locked right now. I'm going to unlock it. When I unlock it, it allows me to open all of the doors of the car. You can't open them all at once, but you can close them all at once. So if I have this open. My trunk open. The frunk is manual, you have to close it, but I can actually close all, and it'll close all my car doors at once. And it'll actually show in real time what it looks like. So if this Falcon Wing didn't go up too high, it'll actually show it, which is super intuitive. Actually, oh, it didn't do it. I thought it was gonna show my brakes. Okay, let's go to easy entry again. I wanna get nice and comfy. So we have our exterior lights, off, parking on, auto. I leave it on auto. It turns on when I need to, turns off when I need to. I've always had that, no reason for me to have it. You can have your rear fog and front fog on. You can fold your mirrors or unfold your mirrors, and there's always an option that says always fold at this location. I have that set to off because I don't like it. When I get to the 70 feet from my house, the garage opens up, and then when I had that setting, I thought it'd be cool, but it actually then just folded my mirrors, and as I'm trying to reverse in, I'm not looking at my side mirrors, even though I have a full screen right here to go into reverse, like so. I don't want to just rely on that just because I've been driving for a while, and that's kind of our rule, right? So I can open and close here, front, and then I can do the display. I have it on set to auto right now. But you can adjust it to whatever you need. Ooh, dude, I should have done this at the beginning. Sorry guys if you can't really see that well, just because I've been, I'm sitting in the sun right now, waiting for the kids to get ready, so that's kind of where I'm at. So we have this. Here's the cool thing. Next thing, as we go down to quick controls, we can actually adjust our suspension. Right now it's set to very high because of the location that I'm at, but basically you can have it set to always low, and it literally will lift and drop the car. So if you're watching that, it went down, my car is actually physically dropping right now, which is super cool. You can actually set it to jack too, where it lifts it up as high as it can, and you can actually get in there and jack. Suspension lowering, and there's always these little dots right here. But what these allow you to do is it never adjusts the settings, always adjust the settings. I have it set to always to keep it low. And then highway is, when you're on the highway, it'll automatically make it low for your gas or for your battery power. There's no gas. And then adaptive suspension damping, guys, if you are wanting to feel everything on the road, you're gonna go sport. If you want a comfy SUV ride, you're gonna go to comfort. Super simple, right? We go to our lights again. Oh, was I already? No. Lights are set to auto, front and rear fog, same thing. Dome lights are the inside lights. I have set to auto. Ambient lights I can turn on and off if I need to while I'm in here. At night, those automatically come on. Auto high beam, headlights after exit. I like that. So when I'm walking, especially if I'm walking to the house, I have the headlights on for just a little bit so I can actually see where I'm going. And then auto high beam, as I'm on the highway, I don't have to worry about it. It just high beams when there's nobody in front of me and it's completely dark outside. And then as soon as it sees some sort of traffic or headlights from somebody else, it'll automatically turn off. And then I won't get that weird honk from somebody else or honk high beams from somebody else. Driving's pretty simple, guys. Here's the cool thing about Teslas. This is all changeable here. You can actually change it while you're driving. Acceleration, chill, or standard. I have it to standard. I want to feel that torque. If you guys haven't been in a Tesla before, then you guys don't understand the freaking torque of this thing. I have the long range mode. I don't even have the performance mode, and I freaking go super duper fast. So I have it set to standard. Chill is going to be more of when you excel. It's like a typical SUV, nice and slow. Steering mode, again, if you want a harder turn on it, you're going to sport. If you want a comfy turn where you're just kind of lounging and just, you know, a little bit of it kind of does more power steering for you. You don't really notice big changes, guys. It's not going to be a huge change. It's not like when you're on sport, you're going to be using all your muscles. It just makes you feel that way. You can modify it as you go through. I recommend playing with it. Regenerative braking, I'm actually happy at low. And what that means is I have to brake more than not. In an electric car, in a Tesla, it has something called regenerative braking, which actually, as soon as you let go of the gas, it starts braking for you. So if you had it at standard, basically, it's called one pedal driving. You're gonna drive, you're gonna put your foot on the gas to go, and as soon as you let go, your car will start braking. And it's kind of hard to get used to, right? So unless you have your foot like a little bit on the gas, as soon as you let go, you're gonna brake. So you're gonna notice that stop and go. I want it on low because I just got here. I just got here like 5 days ago to this car, and I'm not used to it. And I do like the idea of braking still, even though even at low, when I let go of it, I have to get used to that little stall in order for me to stop. So I have it at low. Stopping mode is pretty cool. I have it at creep. If you're a one pedal driver, meaning that you have this at standard, you want to put this at hold, and all that means is when you are not on the gas, your car stops. Your car is braking. It's done. Creep is like every other gas car you've ever had, where you have your foot on the brake and you slowly let go of it, and then it starts to creep forward. Roll is actually faster than a creep. It'll actually keep going a bit faster. So if I'm at a stoplight, I always have a habit of foot on the brake and then kind of picking it up and doing a little dance on my car, and that's what I like to do. So this is the settings that I have. If you guys are just coming from a new car, or a gas powered car, and you want to keep that same feeling, you're still gonna notice a difference. This is the settings that you're gonna do. Slip start is great if you ever get stuck in snow, sand, or mud. It'll help you get out. Range mode, if you're traveling, this will mess with your HVAC, so it'll do less of, it'll allow you to go farther with the battery that you have. It's not gonna kill your AC or heat, it's just gonna limit it a little. It's not gonna work it as hard to make that happen. And then trailer mode, obviously, if you're hitching something, it'll put the power back there so you can push it, which is amazing. And I actually think trailer mode automatically does it when it feels something's back there, but I'm not sure. Autopilot's pretty simple, guys. It's on beta right now. I do not have full self-driving on this car. I did not buy that, and I'm still scared of it, so I'm gonna see how it goes. But I have auto steer. I'm gonna do a whole auto steer video on this, but I used it, and holy crap, I did not have to steer at all. There is a mechanism where you have to put your hand on the steering wheel and give it a jiggle every 40 seconds. But dude, it drove better than I could. It's insane, and the technology's there, and I freaking love it. Speed light warning, I have it as a display. I think I have it as over or 85 miles an hour, whenever that comes up. But you can have it as a chime in, or you can just have it off if it gets annoying and you're always hitting that speed limit. I just suggest adjusting it. Don't ever turn it off. If you aren't supposed to go 90 and you don't realize you're going 90, you can get this car goes, it's like 3.8 seconds or something that I can get to 0 to 60. So it's been a lot of times where I'm hitting 80, 85, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize I got that far. This is all in autopilot stuff. So basically I have the speed limit relative, not absolute. So if it's at 85 and I wanted to 86, it's not gonna push to get to 86. It'll slowly get to 86, back to 85, 86, and kind of play with it. You can offset it. Forward collision warning, medium's fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Lane departure avoidance, off. That's a little, I'm not 100% sure on like how to use this because I haven't played it. I mean, it's, you know, and my truck, basically when I got to the side of a line, it would make a little noise and make a little thing. And I hated it because as I was driving, maybe there's somebody to the right of me and they're leaning into my lane. So I would go to the left a little bit to get out and my car would go beep, 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 and it would freak me out. So I have it as off, but that's totally your thing. But all these stuff I would leave on. Emergency lane departure avoidance. So if I get really far off, blind spot collision, this is those, you know, if you're turning and you're about to hit somebody. Automatic emergency braking. Luckily, I haven't had to do that, but I don't know how it works, and I don't know if it'll freak me out, but I guess if you're about to hit somebody, it's going to brake for you. And then obstacle awareness acceleration, meaning that if something's coming at you from behind, I believe, it'll push your car forward or get you out of the way. Again, not 100% sure how it works, but I'm excited that they have stuff like that. And what I will tell you is nothing has really happened where I've had to rely on this. I'm still driving my car, guys. It's not fully automatic for me. Vehicle, Falcon door height, I hit to auto, and what that means is when it opens, there are sensors all over this thing, and when you have the sensors on it, if I'm in my garage, it actually won't open up all the way. So I have it on auto. I don't want to think about it. That's cool. So I don't want to think about it. Falcon door is set to auto. Automatic doors are amazing. So I love the auto side of it. The driver door will open when key fob is detected. The driver door with a double click will key fob. The passenger door with a subsequent double click. So guys, all that means is when you have your key, you're going to double click to open up my car, my side, double click to open up my wife's side. And then when I leave, I have it set to closing the door automatically. And when I get within a foot of the car, 2 feet of the car, it'll actually light up and then open and then start my music for me. And I just get in, hit the brake, it closes the door. I don't even have to touch my door to get into this car. And then I have, so this button right here normally was always set on. I turn this off. Triple click closes and locks the trunk of all doors. If you have it set to on, you can actually, you hit it one time, you hit your fob, and say all the doors are on or open, you hit the fob one time, it'll close the door and lock the door. The issue with guys and wearing our keys in our pockets is if you accidentally hit that while the kids are coming out, it will close all the doors. Now there are sensors on there, but it might hit them. I don't know how it works, so I have it turned off. So in order for me to do that, what I just explained, I have to click 3 times, boom, 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 and it's a lot harder for me to click that in my pocket automatically. So boom, 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 close it all. Walk away door on, we talked that. Exclude home, nope, I want to do it everywhere. But say that you always bring stuff in for groceries, you don't want to lock your car every time. I haven't had an issue with it because when I get to the car, it'll open up the car for me. So I walk back and forth. And if you walk about, I want to say 20 feet away from the car, it will close and lock automatically. So I go to the gym, I get out, walk away from the gym or to the gym, and then I hear the door close, beep, done. Lock confirmation sound, we want that. Unlock on park, so when you hit the park button, it unlocks. Child protection lock, we already know what that is. You can turn that on or off. I don't have it needed right now. Driver door unlock mode, only unlock the driver door when shifting to park. No, I mean, when I'm done and I park, everybody can get unlocked. That's cool. Mirror auto tilt, meaning that when you reverse, it'll tilt up and down for you automatically, and which is good. Mirror autofold I have is off. I just don't like it. I don't, you know, sometimes when I'm driving, I'll look to the side. I think the first couple days and it was just closed. Either I forgot to open it, it didn't open, blah, blah, blah. Auto wipers are beta right now, which means as soon as it detects some sort of whatever. I haven't used windshield wipers once in this place. Hasn't rained at all. It's been smoky. It's been crazy. All right, guys, we're rocking through this. Almost there. Display mode, I have set to auto. Brightness to auto. Screen clean mode, obviously, if you're about to clean the screen, you can just hit that and then everything won't affect it. English, 12-hour format, energy and distance, miles, Fahrenheit, PSI. That's all US stuff, right? I haven't played this at all, but you can set your trips if you like that. I've never used this in any car that I've done. I mean, it's cool that it's there. I'm sure there's a way that people do it, that they can work that out, but I don't care about that. But I don't change anything. I haven't set anything. You can reset trip A, reset trip B, whatever you want. And you know, if you're timing that stuff or working it out or caring about that, that can be your thing. This is my navigation setting, the volume of the lady that talks. I will say that in this vehicle, when she's talking, your music still goes. So my Tundra, whenever the person would talk or the automated system would say, turn right at 500 feet, my music would stop and then I'd hear her and then it'd come back. This one doesn't happen, it just goes over. So automatic navigation is the way to go. I have a home setup, so I set to home. Trip planner is amazing and actually works really well, even though it's on beta right now. But say you're going a long way or anyway, and I put navigation on everything, and basically it'll tell me when I need to stop at a charger or if I do need to stop at a charger. And then once you get to that charger, it'll actually tell you where you need to, how far you can go to the next charger. So maybe you only need to spend 20 minutes at this first charger to make it to the next charger. You don't have to think about it, guys. It's freaking amazing. Online routing, same thing as before. I have it set to reroute if it saves me more than 1 minute, which is the minimum. And I like that. I like using Waze normally, but if this acts like that, so every time there's a change or modification in the road, it'll reroute for me and I don't have to think about it. Of course, you can avoid these. We don't have these in or Sparks or Reno at all, so it doesn't matter. Safety and security, car is parked, press for neutral. I can power off the car. So I'm sitting in here, I can just power it off if I want to for any weird reason. Speed limit mode, I don't have this set up. I know I told you guys to do it, I just don't. It'll beep or notify me or do whatever, and I don't. Sentry mode, we're gonna do a whole video on. Dash cam, we kind of talked about. Sentry mode is cool. Again, it's your security system. This will allow you to always record, but you can exclude work, home, and exclude favorites. So maybe you have some locations that you just don't need to record. You have some locations that are always safe, or you're parking in a garage or something where it's really wasting your battery. I think it uses about 1 mile per hour. So say you're leaving overnight, you're only losing 10 miles per hour, which isn't a crazy amount. So I have that. As soon as you put it in, you can actually format the USB device, which is nice. Again, I have a 1 terabyte SSD SanDisk. I got at Costco. Super chill. Service, you can adjust your service here. And the app, you can do it too. Wheel configuration, notifications. I don't play with that stuff. And then software update, if you're ever worrying about your software update, it'll tell you the last time. So my premium connectivity, which is I have LTE built in for a year for free. I watched Netflix yesterday, hanging out, doing whatever. And my software is up to date as of August 22nd, 11:30, which is right now. So it checked right now. It'll automatically update at night if you need it. So as we go into here, we're gonna hit our music. This is pretty self-explanatory, guys. So the music has your radio. It has your phone. You can set up your phone to here, connect a phone. Right now my phone is in the car and it'll find it automatically, super easy. You can go into streaming, and the streaming is, I want to say, oh god, it's not Stitcher. It's all different devices. Something came up at the beginning. Since I have the connectivity with them for a year, this is all kind of built in. So you can listen to comedy, electronic stations, DJ stations, genres. If you like that stuff, it's there. Karaoke, which is really cool. You can play songs, and I'm not going to play it because of YouTube, and I'm not paying for these music, but the lyrics will come up and you guys can sing. So if you have kids in the car or something like that, you can actually work that. Disney, party musics, duets, new tracks, or you can just do it by yourself and just have a good freaking time. Tune in as well. So the tune in apps right here, if you guys listen to tune in, Spotify is what I listen to a lot. So I have kind of the West Coast classics that I've been listening to lately. Which is pretty nice, and that's kind of it. It's all here, it's all set up. The cool thing with these screens is if I pull down once, it'll leave my recents and my favorites, and then if I pull down here, I can see more of this, and it'll just show me this, and I can play back, forward. Also, controllers are on the screen as well, or the stereo, Jesus Christ, steering wheel. Settings, I can modify my tone balance. That's kind of what I have. If you guys like listening to good music and good podcasts and audios, this is what I recommend. Take a picture of it, post it, and this is pretty much your standard. And then any music, you can actually search and ask for music. There's also a button on your steering wheel as well. So that's pretty simple. Music's huge things. The speakers in here are amazing, guys. They're actually really, really good. This is one of the first cars I've never actually wanted to go in and modify it. I don't know if I could in this, but like, I haven't had to. So that's the music. This button right here, which is an arrow, when you put it, it'll be an X. This is where you'll access your phone, your calendar of what's going on today. You can kind of see stuff that's going on in my calendar. Oh my god, tomorrow is going to be crazy busy, bro. Oof. And then cameras. You can access all the cameras as well. So if you're just sitting here and you're just hanging out, you can access all your cameras if you'd like. We're gonna do a little swipey. Oh god, get out. Swipe down. Energy consumption. This is also on the X. It's also on your dash. But you guys can see the range, the average range of you're using, how much I'm using in a trip, consumption, and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that stuff, which a lot of people are, this is just my charging thing. Again, this was on the quick dash as well. Web, you get full internet, guys. Oh, please tell me I was looking at something decent. Please tell me I was looking at something decent. Oh my god, this makes me nervous. It's on Wi-Fi, which is slow, which is fine. So it's actually full web. So if you're sitting in here and you're charging, you can actually use this as it's an iPad to kind of research things and look at things. So it's full internet, full web, really, really quick actually normally. Entertainment is kind of fun. This will, arcade is different games that you can play. Some of these games you can actually play with your screen. So Beach Buggy Racing 2, you actually use your steering wheel to actually drive the thing while your car is in park. Pretty nice. Asteroids. So, you know, these were all not meant, I think they're meant for kids, but they're also meant for the charging. Like you're sitting here charging, what do? I have stuff that I do, so I rarely use this stuff, but it's all kind of here. And so maybe I'm sitting with my kids and they want to hang out and play, then we'll do that. Backgammon, I mean, just stuff like that, which is cool. Theater has all your stuff, even tutorials for Tesla, YouTube, Hulu. So right now I have Hulu and Netflix hooked up. I watched shows, guys. I've been watching shows while doing stuff, while editing, while, you know, sitting in my car charging it, and now charging doesn't feel as bad. Shoot, if something happened in the house and we had to, like, you know, go on a trip or something, you can actually camp in here, and it's all kind of built in, which is insane. Toy Box just has a lot of cool stuff. Yes, that is a fart app. That is a fart app. So wherever they're sitting, if I put it here, it's going to show up on this side, and this will show up in the back, and so forth. There's a romance mode. There's a tracks where you can actually make your own music, Sketchpad, where I can actually draw, and all these little things are kind of in there. We're not going to get too into it. If you guys are interested, we totally can, but we're not going to today. So that's kind of it. I can let's go sketch on. Let's go clear. Yeah. Hi, Jeramie. How cool is that, guys? So that's kind of the entertainment, the toy box that's kind of happening in there. Again, this is stuff that you will use when you're just sitting, hanging out, really doing nothing, right? And then as we go through, this will heat warmer my seats. This right here, this little button right here will go onto all of your HVAC systems, your heating, your cooling, your air. You can actually, all the seats, every single seat in here has warmers. Every single seat has warmers built in. I can warm my steering wheel. I have defrost. I have auto set, HVAC. This will limit my HVAC so I can drive farther, and a couple cool features. And so this is all stuff you know, guys. Heat up, heat down. I have it set to auto right now, 76, so my whole car's gonna stay at 76. But guys, dog mode is actually kind of amazing right here. Climate and screen will stay on after you exit. Sentry modes will be disabled for pets. This is for pets, never for kids. So basically when I leave this, what happens is it'll keep me at whatever temperature I want. I'll leave the car on, and then a sign will come and say, hey, my owners will be back soon. Don't worry, dog mode is on. Meaning that the car will stay at 75, 70, 65, whatever you leave, and the dogs can be in here safely, and nobody has to bash your windows in. Camp mode is where, same thing, your car will stay until your battery reaches 20%. Sentry mode, security alarm, and walk away will be disabled. A little camp comes in here, and this is like you're sleeping in your car for the night, and you want to go to sleep, but you don't want to waste all your battery. So say that you have close to, you know, in 5 hours you lose your battery, you don't have to worry about setting an alarm and waking up. So literally called camp mode. There are people that actually camp in these as well. Heat again, defrost, and rear window, blah, blah, blah. And this is my volume. Guys, holy crap, that's it. Oh, get out of camp mode. Don't put me in camp mode anymore. Off. Climate will turn off after you leave car. Yeah, that's what I want. So guys, that's pretty simple. I mean, that's it. So guys, as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about this thing. This is very, very cool. I love tech, and they kind of thought about mostly everything. There's nothing in my mind that I can think of that I need right now until it kind of comes up. So I'm super excited about it. And I don't know. I mean, if you guys have any tips, I've been watching YouTube for tips and things on this, and I can't really find anything. But that's all just standard on all Teslas right now. Everything I just did was standard. So I'm super excited. But that's it, guys. Let me know if you have comments, questions below. If I missed something, let me know. If I did something wrong, let me know. That'd be great. And hopefully this helps somebody out going through their whole settings on what they do and why they do it. Thank you guys so much. Hope you're having a good day. I'll talk to you next time. It's over. Bye.